Say that they are too small. Just try to like inculcate it. Try. You never can tell. There are some things some kids like to do, but when we kill that spirit in them, when we think they can't do it, you'll be surprised that truly they can do it when we eventually like expose them to that thing. I thought they can't do this thing. They can do it, to be honest. I learned a lesson there that whatever we don't expose someone to, whatever we don't allow the kids to do, they won't know it, except if naturally they are just inclined to do it. How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi-Oba Wilson. I talk about lifestyle, marriage, and motherhood. I want to talk about parenting style and some things that we have left. I'm not exempted. Some things that we've left behind, or some things we think, oh, the kids are still young, they can't do it now. No, let's just when they grow up more. So we like to do most things ourselves. To be honest, I'm also a person on this table that's so guilty of this, because I think, oh, my kids are still young, oh, they can't do this, they can't do that, you know. But I learned some things at work like some weeks back, and I'm like, ooh, wow. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to see if my kids are ready to do it or not. I've got 2 boys, 9 and 6, and I'm like, oh, boys, they do things lately. Oh, they are not fast like girls. Girls can start exploring, trying to help mom in the kitchen around 5, 6, depending on the environment and how the parents try to inculcate them into that task or that system. I didn't realize that I should start with my kids because I'm thinking, oh, they're still young, they're even boys. Let me take my time, like that, because they can't do anything. The only thing I know that my eldest now do is that whenever he comes back from school, he can take off his clothes himself. He can fold it and put it where it's supposed to be. So I don't need to be worried about him undressing. Then in the morning as well, after we beat them, he can also dress himself to some extent. So the only thing, I can't really button the shirt like that. So when I got to work, in particular and they were just chit-chatting with the nurses, and one of the nurses said, oh, my kids have got AIDS and this age and this age, and they now make their breakfast. They even make our egg omelette in bed. I'm saying, really? My kids can't do that yet. She said, how old? I said, my kids are 9 and 6. Bear in mind, we've got different children with different kind of development. So my children, especially my first one, is kind of slow in development at some point, but now he has really peaked, and I'm at ease now. That is story for another day. Okay, so I'm like, will he be able to do it? Because I've tried to oh, you need to start beating yourself. Your kids beat your friends. Say, nah, nobody does that. How can my kids beat themselves at 8 years and 9? I'm like, yes, they do. You've not been to their house. You never can tell. Because he's not ready, and anytime I tell him you need to start doing it by yourself, some things he start doing it, but some people say, no, I can't even do it. But I'm like, okay, let me leave this boy. And because he's not a foodie, he's not a foodie kind of person, so I'm like, getting him to be in the kitchen or do some things is going to be difficult for me, but I don't know. But when that lady told me that, no, don't say that they are too small. Just try to inculcate it. Try. You never can tell. There are some things some kids like to do, but when we kill that spirit in them, when we think they can't do it, you'll be surprised that truly they can do it when we eventually expose them to that thing. So that, okay, I'm gonna try it. I won't be washing their plate for them again. I won't be, let me just see what I can do. I won't be tidying up their room for them. So I said, when I go home, I said, okay, this afternoon break, I want to see what I can do. I said, okay, I have to come to the kitchen with me. So I taught him how to wash his plate and his cup. Guess what? This boy started washing that plate by himself. He will tidy up the zinc his own plate and his brother's plate. I was like, what? Then I said, okay, you start making your breakfast, because in the morning they like to take tea and buttered bread or something like that. So I said, okay. So I taught him one day, bring out the milk, the bread, put the bread in the toaster, pour the milk in the cup, put in the microwave. I taught him. You won't believe. So I was teaching him, and it was like he was showing interest with his brother. I would ask his brother to also stay there and be looking as well. So you won't believe. So I did that with him like 2-3 days. Then last week Saturday something happened. They've come to the room twice to say, "Oh, mom, wake up. We need to have breakfast." And it was like around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I said, "It's too early. Do you want to have breakfast at 8 o'clock?" Most times they have their breakfast around 9:30 because they wake up like late at times. At times not late, but they just been the high pass. So because me, I need a good lady, so I won't stand up until like 9 past 9 or something. So but latest 9:30 they have their breakfast on weekends. So when this boy had come to me like twice, I'm like, I'm coming. I don't want to wake up, even though I know these children are hungry for them to be calling me. Guess what? The boy came the third time. My son came the third time, and I was like, "Oh, mom." I said, okay, let's go now. I said, "I've done it already." I said, "Don't worry." I said, "I've made my breakfast." So I jumped out of the bed to say, "Oh, this boy would have made a mess in the kitchen, would have done this." Lo and behold, they've set the dining for themselves. They were even seated with their tea and the toast in the plate. They were eating. I had cleared the kitchen. He had put back the milk in the fridge, the butter, everything he used. Everything was like he had off the switch. He switched off the toaster socket from the wall. I was like, "Are you kidding?" I was surprised that wow. I was like, "Ooh." So this boy can do this, and I thought, "Oh no, he can't do it. He's still young. He can't. He won't be able to do it. He won't do this." This boy did it. So I said, "Okay, let's go then." Since so I've been the one stressing myself. So I said, "Okay, on weekends I'll just supervise. I know he's gonna do it." Wow. So that is like a milestone I was able to like climb at this time, and I was so happy about that. As if that was not enough, I said, "Okay, to your room. When you guys wake up, make your bed. Don't leave it untidy. I want your toy areas cleared. I want this and that." Since that last week now, when they wake up, even before they know that if I will say, "Oh yeah, to your room, go and tidy up," they will make the bed, and the younger one is now like good at making that bed. To be honest, he's not straightening enough. I said, "Okay, straightening. You just straighten it like that," and they will do it. I'm like, wow, I thought they can't do this thing. They can do it. To be honest, I learned a lesson there that whatever we don't expose someone to, whatever we don't allow the kids to do, they won't know it, except if naturally they are just inclined to do it. If not, they won't know it. I got to work another day, and I met with another student nurse, and we're talking. She's an elderly woman, and she said, "Oh, Toby, I want you to talk about this on your channel." I said, "Okay, what's that?" She said, "Please, because she said, what do you do on your channel?" I said, "I talk about parenting, I talk about this." I said, "Okay, I have a topic for you. Talk about allowing kids, allowing kids or inculcating kids into house chores at a very early age." I said, "Really? Oh, we've talked about that issue before." Somebody said, yeah, she's told me that had affected her right now because the kids are grown. Like when I say grown, they are really, really grown. And they still can't do those things because she didn't start early with them, all in this name of, oh, they can't do it, oh, they won't do it well, oh, they're gonna do it wrong. So, and she didn't want them to do, normally mistakes are allowed. When we make a mistake, it's a way to get better. So we shouldn't be scared that, oh, they're gonna, that is what happened to them. Like, oh no, they won't do it, oh, they're gonna scatter. Let them scatter it, let them spoil it, let them make mistake. That mistake will lead to perfection. Most things that we as adults do as well, we do, and we try many times before we get used to it, and voila, here we are today. So when she explains, I'm like, wow. She said the kids are grown, and when she comes back from work at her age, she's in her 50s, she still has to cook for the family. She still has to sort out, everywhere is not looking tidy, and the children are grown up. Like when I say grown up, those are finished secondary school, one is even in the uni, and they can't still do it. I'm not blaming the kids, and I won't blame the mother. As mother, we are like mother hen. We like to pamper the children. We like to oh no, I want to give them the best. I don't want them to suffer. I don't want to, like that. But at times, indirectly, we are killing their destiny. We are killing their potentials because we thought, oh, we are pampering them, we are showing them love, we are caring for them, we prefer to do all these things. But there are times that body will tell, your nature will tell you can't do all those things. The way I can run before now, I dare not try it. I will start feeling pains in my legs, because I believe, oh, I'm like, wow, Tobi, you are getting youth. Old. Not old like that. I'm like, there are some things I can do like 10, 15 years ago that I can't really do it like someone of my age at that time would do it now, to be honest. So I'm like, wow. So when she shared it to me, she said, no, that she then told me a story of how she supported a lady at that time when she was newly married, or the lady was newly married, and the lady couldn't cook, and she helped her. She taught her how to cook, how to make this soup, this stew, this kind of food. And the lady she taught also taught her children at a very tender age, and she'll be like, oh, you are just abusing these children, you are just maltreating them. How could you tell a 5-year-old to be sweeping? How could you tell a 5-6-year-old to be doing this? And the lady was like, oh no, mom, they're gonna do it, things like that. And she wasn't teaching her children that because they were still young. And now she said that was how she was saying, oh, this lady, she's really, really maltreating these children. And the children were saying that's fun, they were doing it. She said now, whenever she goes to this lady's house, the children of that lady will be the one to serve her, make barbecue, cook jollof fries. And she said the children of that lady are around like 17 and 16 thereabout now, a boy and a girl. She said there's nothing they can't do. But our own children, you have to like talk and talk and talk before they even do little. Even the little they will do, they won't even do it well. They can't tidy the house, they can't do this and that because she didn't start early. I'm like, So when I heard this too, so I'm like, this is food for thought. I've got 2 boys. I don't know if I give birth again, if I'm going to give birth, if I'll give birth to a girl or another boy again, I don't know. I'm like, the kind of mentality I have is that I want both boys and girls, if I have male and female children, to be independent in terms of house chores. In my family, all my siblings, all of us can cook, we can do anything, except whoever doesn't want to like do it. But no lady, no man will say, oh, this person can't do this, except if you don't want to do it. Or if you think, oh yeah, your schedule will not permit you to do that, like that. So I was like, I like my children to be independent. I like them to know house things, house chores, know things in the family, so that they can be useful to their wife. I used to tell my children as young as they are that when you grow up, if you want your wife to like you, to love you, you must know about house chores. You must know how to put the family in order. Not your own, I'm a man, you expect your lady to do everything, care for the baby, care for the house, do this and that, shopping, everything. Why you cross your leg? Because you are a man and you want that house to be peaceful and you want the lady to love you the more. I don't think it will happen. But when the lady sees that while she's washing plates, you are clearing this without being told, the bond will grow. That's just the fact about life. So if in some marriages where there are issues here and there, go and check that family. I know that there are some couples in which the husband is trying, they are doing their best, it's not just working. I'm not talking about that. But in most cases, some men can't even do it. Even if they can do it, the mentality that, oh no, why should my friends come to the house and see me doing this for the children, doing this for the family, bathing the kids, like that. I'm like, if you want to enjoy your home, if you want to have a lasting marriage, then you must be ready to support it. Excuse me, you are doing this for your family, you are doing it for your children. Are you not happy doing it? It's not your children you are doing it for. So whom are you accountable to? Your friends? Your siblings that's going to come around and see you helping your wife to something? It's not as if your wife is on the phone chatting. Even if she's on the phone chat, maybe she has stressed herself and she needs some me time, and you know that because they don't live with you. You can, oh no, yeah, no, my wife can do it. She's been doing it, so she needs to take a break. Let me just continue from where she stops. Or you have gone to work since morning and you come back in the evening. Yes, it's true, you've also stressed yourself, but the person at home too has not been playing. She's also been busy putting the house together. And when you come back, you think you just want to eat and go to bed. You can't say anything to like assist with in the house, like hoovering the floor or something. Anyway, that's not the topic. So the essence of this video is to let you know that children needs to be allowed to like explore some house chores, some home needs from a very tender age. In as much they can talk, they can express themselves. Because when they go to school, nobody teaches them how to do this. Their teachers don't assist them to go to the toilet if they're not in nursery. Even in nursery, so you have to like bring nappy, you have to come and clean them. They won't do it for you. You know, so they teach the children to be independent in the school. So why can't we do that at home as well? I learned my own lesson and I've started to like inculcate my children into this. Like now they are independent. My boy can now, like after his bath now, he can rub the cream on his body himself. Yes, it's true. There are some children that have been doing that since age 6 or something. That was why I said children are different. You don't need to force them. Once you just tell them something, when they are ready, they're going to do it perfectly without any grumble. So I'm happy I've started with them. And if you haven't started, if you are doing everything by yourself, please start teaching those children. You'll be amazed at what they can do. There are some things we think, oh, they can't do it, but they can really, really do it if we allow them. There was a time my boy was, oh, Mama, I need to bake pancake. I need to bake pancake. I'm like, which pancake? I wish I had allowed that boy to develop that passion at that time. It's not too late. I bought some flour, bought measuring bowl, bought a lot of flour, and I said, okay, do you still want to make some pastry? I said, yeah. I'm like, okay. If they want to be the kitchen person, if they want to do it, why won't I allow them to do it? I'm going to do that. And you can also start. Please don't let us wait when it is too late. When they get secondary, about to get to uni, they are busy with their own life. They don't have time for that again because they don't have time again. They've got a lot of things in their head to sort out. And you will still be like in your 50s, 60s, still getting to the kitchen to like start blending pepper because somebody's going to do it. Because even when the kids are at home, they can't do it because we've not started early with them. We need to start doing all these things now so that we can enjoy those children. And wherever they are in the future, either they go to uni, they are now living alone as a bachelor, as a spinster, we are rest assured that we don't need to take food to them. They can cook, they can do these things by themselves. All right, now, if my content suits you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on all my social media handles. Like and share my page. Comment in the comment section about this topic. What and what has been working for you. What and what you need to do. And any experience you have to share on this topic. I remain Tobi-Oba, will say, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers and bye.